Hey guys, it's Katie here with Life the Mundane, and today I'm really excited to share with you what we do for our Christmas Advent season. We are using Truth in the Tinsel for, I think it's the third or fourth year in a row, and I'm really excited to share with you what it is and how we implement it in our family. So let's get started. Several years ago, we sat down and we decided that we wanted to make sure that Christmas really was, the focus was about the reason for the season. It was about Jesus and his birth, about what he had done for us, that it was not about the presents and the gifts. And so while we still do presents and gifts, we do try to make it more low-key. We try to make it simple, inexpensive, and just not a huge deal, and really to make Christ the bigger point. But that is not an easy thing to do with today's resources, and we had to go searching for resources that could help us, really help us put that focus back on Christ. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that today, but also in the coming weeks. So subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, and you can see all the other fun resources that we use. So what is Truth in the Tinsel? It is it's actually an ebook, and I have just printed it out and gotten it bound at Office Depot. But it is an ebook that you can purchase for, I believe it's about $10. Great purchase. You can read it on your phone, your tablet. You can print it out like I've done. You can read it straight off your computer. But it is a great way to do Advent with your kids. I looked for a long time. I always grew up doing Advent. We had done the Jesse tree, which a lot of you are probably familiar with. And it was a lot of fun, but I wanted something just a little bit different. And so this had everything that I wanted involved, and I'll show you a little bit about that here in just a second. All right, so here we've got the Truth in the Tinsel. I said it is about $10, and you can print it out, or like I said, you can read it on your e-device, and then it'll be all color and pretty, but I just decided to have it printed. Let me just show you what a day looks like. So basically the idea is that you are going to be taking, and day by day leading up to Christmas, you are going to be reading a different part of the Christmas story so your kids can get a better understanding of what was going on and get a bigger picture. So you are going to read a verse. So here it's Isaiah 9:2-7, straight from God's Word. It's not a devotional. It's not reading out of a story Bible. It's not watered down. You're reading straight from Scripture. Some are a little bit shorter, some are a little bit longer, but nothing too terribly long. Also with that, sometimes the verses are repeated because they're pulling different points out of each time. So don't get confused if you've read it again. It's good. Repetitiveness helps the kids understand and pull new things from the same verse. So they're going to read different parts of the story from different parts of the Bible. Then they have a craft to make together, a craft for each day, which I'll talk about here in a second. And then they have sort of a talking about section with some discussion questions. And then if you'd like to do more, they have some hands-on learning activities of ways you can further the study. So like we will be using this in our morning school time. So we probably will do the extra activities this year just to expound a little bit further on it. But you can do as little or as much as you want. And that's one entire day. So super simple. I also love the fact that she has given you a full supply list of every single craft supply you will possibly need, even the stuff that you probably already have. Most of this is like construction paper and glue and scissors and googly eyes, which most of us have. But if not, there's nothing too horribly expensive or fancy on there. And then she also has it broken down into days. So on day 1, here are the supplies that you're going to need. And I love this so that with the holiday seasons, we're going to be busy, and most likely you're not going to do a craft every single day. And so you can just look and say, okay, I'm going to be out of town these days, so I don't need those supplies. Also has printable ornaments, which I'll explain how we use this. We actually choose to do this instead of making the homemade ornaments. Maybe one day we'll make the ornaments, but for right now, life just it's too busy, and I'm just not a huge craft person, so it takes a lot of energy for me to want to do that kind of thing. So we do the printable ones instead, and I will show you how we do that. These crafts are all ornaments that you can hang on a tree, which is super fun. But if you are not a crafty mom like myself, or you have young kids, or you're just super busy, this is a great alternative. You can purchase this separately. They're printable ornaments. It's $5. So the whole thing you're looking at $15. Really affordable, and you buy it once and you can reuse over and over again. But I print out one for each kid. If you do want to cut them out ahead of time, I just recommend on the back writing which day they are, because otherwise they all get mixed up and then you have to go looking for them. So, but you can hole punch these, hang them on a tree. We have a special Advent tree that is about 4 feet tall, and you can hang it on there. We have had our kids in the past hang them on the wall to decorate the room. They're always wanting to decorate their room for Christmas, and I don't always have extra Christmas decorations for them to do that with. So they love to decorate with their Advent ornaments, and I love the fact then that they can review and go back and tell the story of the Christmas story and Jesus's birth from beginning to end with these ornaments and these visual prompts. So you also, in the back of the book, without having to purchase anything additionally, in the back of the book, there are little clues, okay? And there are 2 different types. There are a paper chain clue, so you can just print them out and cut them and tape them together, and then they can rip off a different chain each year. Or each day. But what we do is they also have little printable cube. So it's just a little picture that's a clue for reading. And this is something that really sets this program apart from others, okay? I have chosen to print them out and laminate them because you know me and laminating, but also just for sturdiness, and I only have to do it once. So I print these out and I put them in our Advent calendar. I get this at the Dollar Tree. So super cheap. You do not have to put a lot of money into this. You can also have any kind of Advent calendar, really. But we put one in, so each day they will pick out a clue. And on the back, I have written what day it is and what the clue is. So for the very first day, the clue is light. So as you're reading through that passage in Isaiah, they are going to be listening for that word light. And when they hear that, they can, raise their hand or shout it out, or stand up, whatever it is, but you're gonna give them this clue that's gonna be listening for it during the passage. And what I love about it is it engages them in listening. They're fully engaged, they're excited, they're invested because they're trying to listen for this clue, and it's also the clue that the ornaments are based off of. So it's gonna help them be able to retell the story in the future. We also have the kids color their ornaments while we're reading the scripture reference, so it keeps their hands busy and their ears are listening for that clue. So I love the fact that it engages them in all of the different learning styles. But doing it each year is also a blessing because they get to learn the story even better each year. They can start reading it themselves. You can memorize certain parts of the passages. You can make this as much or as little as you want it to be. The great thing about this author is in the back of the book, she's actually given alternative schedules. So she realizes that our holiday seasons are busy. Maybe you're jumping into this and it's after December 1st. Maybe you are jumping in almost towards Christmas, or maybe you're just simply super busy and you don't know that you can commit to doing this every night or every morning. So she's giving you alternative schedules. So if you only have 6 days to do it, maybe you want to just do it the Sundays leading up to Christmas. I know some that do it that way, but she's kind of giving you the days that she thinks are the most important to hit and to make sure that you cover so that you'll get a full picture. Also, there's no guilt in this. So it's something that we do every year. So there are years where we don't hit certain days. There are other years that we will double up because maybe we missed a day. We had a Christmas party one night, we missed the time, so we'll double up one night. Or sometimes we'll just let that day go and we'll move on to the next thing. We might cover it briefly, but we won't do an official ornament or a big deal, big lesson for it. So I love the fact this is quick, simple, and easy. It engages the kids, it engages their heart and their mind, keeps the focus where it needs to be. Love to know if you guys are currently using Truth in the Tinsel or what you guys are using for the Advent season. I'm dropping links below on where you can get this ebook and these products. Also, there is a great Facebook page and Pinterest board that has tons of ideas. Moms have gotten super creative. They've done ornament swaps, so they'll prep all of the crafting material and they'll prep 20 of the same craft and then they'll switch it with other moms. So you end up with all the days already prepped ahead of time that you can do, and there's still plenty of time to do that before it starts. Typically, these start December 1st and go up to the 24th. but you can do it however you want. We always start a little bit beforehand. We usually start the last week of November, and part of that is just because we have our Christmas celebration several days before Christmas, because we have so many different family Christmases, and so because of that we want to start a little bit early. Also, it's not a bad idea to put in a few buffer days because you know you're not going to hit every day. So I usually try to start 3 or 4 days early so that hopefully if we miss a day here or there, we can still get through all of the material. So if this has been helpful to you, I'd love it if you like it. Drop a comment below, share it, and subscribe to my channel. I post videos every Wednesday and Saturday on making the most of the little moments in home management, homeschooling, and parenting, and everything in between. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday, and I will talk to you later. Bye.